8-8 Ravens, 9-7 Steelers. I think everybody besides Steelers fans were praying for this one, Chris.
Yeah.
Everything on the line. We don't know if Lamar Jackson will play this game, but we know the Ravens have made it their mission to get Derrick Henry absolutely rolling.
Definitely. And I'll say this right off the bat. I don't, again, we want Lamar Jackson to play. I don't look at it with how they match up that it's going to be like a deal breaker for me.
Sure.
I'm not going to sit here and go, we're on Football Night in America before the game starts and go, oh, Lamar's not playing. Well, I'm definitely taking the Steelers. No, this is not a Lamar game. Lamar just played okay the first time around. Their advantage is to line up and play big boy football against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's this division.
You saw my notes. You saw the Steelers, again, have had a hard time stopping the run throughout the year. The Ravens dominated the Steelers on the ground here. They got away from it at times during the football game where I want to go, oh, here we go into the spread and the shotgun and all that. When they were in the shotgun under the spread, let me just say, the Steelers won. When they got underneath center or were in two backs, one tight end, or one back, two tight ends, the Steelers were stressed out. They were worried about the run game, and they had to put so many people at the line of scrimmage, and they still couldn't stop the run, and it's going to lead to other things that are going to be open off of it. So that was the big takeaway from that. And yes, I don't know, again, we know we want Lamar, but it's not going to dictate what I think of this game a whole lot if Tyler Huntley's the starting quarterback.
I asked our colleague Jay Croucher, who knows the books and the lines as well as anyone, his guess at the time was that if it's announced Lamar's not playing, the Steelers will only be favored by a point and a half, which is usually what you get for being the home team.
Right.
So with Huntley versus Rodgers, it would actually be viewed by talent as a straight pick 'em.
Yeah.
50-50. Just pick whoever's going to win the game.
That's crazy.
And that's probably because exactly what you're talking about.
So.
And let's go inside the notebook because I think this is the exact point.
Right.
There's a lot of good stuff in here, specifically the Ravens offense first, the Steelers D. The Ravens play through their big people, sets and under center. And I love this line. No spread shit. They will move the ball at will on the Steelers.
Yes, that's where we are. And I'm trying to look at where the hell my damn. Oh, here we are. Okay. Yes. I mean, that's what they need to do. When they had Ricard in at fullback or the two tight end sets, everything's there, right? And it dictates all these simple, easy coverages where they're going to be able to make passes and do all that. And also, within that, it felt like when they played like that, the Steelers kind of had to play man. And I think you saw in my notes, too, where if they play man, the Ravens kind of win. If it's zone, the Ravens... We're kind of going through an era there where it's like Lamar wasn't playing great. The pass game couldn't get going, and they were kind of simple in the pass game. And so the zones were kind of covering things up. So that's where, and they had moments of just getting away from the downhill running game. So not only with that, but when they run the ball and get in those formations and personnel sets, the quarterback design runs are going to be there. They ran 2 or 3 of them in the game, and it was like, oh, whoa, watch out. Because I don't think... The Steelers can't stop the run unless they crash T.J. Watt down the line or Highsmith down the line and do that. And that leads to Lamar keeping the ball or fake the run to Henry. Now I have a pulling guard in front of me.
Which Huntley could do.
Huntley can do that.
Right.
Exactly right. So that's where I look at that, and I just hope that the Ravens don't fall into that trap of getting in the spread because I look at them right now and still think that they're at their best when they play power run football right now.
And then on the other side of it, your emphasis on the Steelers just relying on big plays and the Ravens really needing to protect that, but that the Steelers couldn't do much other than a couple of those plays.
The Steelers, the game was 5 plays. I mean, it was 5 plays. They couldn't do anything. If I'm the Ravens here this time around, I don't let one-on-one shots happen. That's all I would go.
No DK.
I would go. Exactly. So now you don't have DK. It was a DK game. This would have been a DK game, just like last week. That's where it's huge that he's not playing. If I'm the Ravens here a little bit, though, on certain passing situations, even like 3rd and 3 or 4, I would still protect the guy you think might run the go route with a safety over the top. Your D-line is big enough that I think they don't have to outnumber the run game all the time. The Ravens are big up front. When you talk about Travis Jones, who's 335, and the other D tackle they got, hold on, you'll look at John Jenkins, who's 345. Yeah. Then you have defense ends like the guy they traded for from Tennessee.
Well, they have Brent Urban and Draymond Jones.
Draymond Jones is playing defensive end,
right?
Okay, at 285 pounds.
Right.
Okay, they got a thumping middle linebacker. right? Kyle Van Noy is 260, 265. So they don't need to, we need guys in the box to do this and stop that. That's where DK is really going to hurt the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was bomb to DK for the first touchdown drive, bomb to DK that sets up the field goal to make it 10-3. Lamar throws an interception that was pitiful on the sideline, gave them a short field. They got 17-3. He threw the first play of the third quarter. He bought time, Aaron Rodgers, which he did make a few plays buying time in this game. And one of the problems the Ravens did have was just getting to him with the 4, right? They had a problem with getting there with 4. He hit DK Metcalf in the first play of the third quarter. He hit Calvin Austin on a fade route on another scoring drive. And I'm telling you, that's all they did. That is all they did. There was really not much more than that right there. And that, to me, is going to be theme of the day for the Ravens on defense. Just don't play the percentage of every now and then he's going to take a one-on-one shot and protect that corner. Because I don't know if I really think Rodgers and company can surgically destroy the Ravens without those one-on-one shots that are available to them.
And, one of those field goals that was turned into touchdowns was because of the Travis Jones unnecessary roughness that we talked about.
Exactly. Well, there's no doubt the Ravens got screwed over by the refs in this football game. The 3 calls were huge. It was bad. Either way, it felt like watching it back, the Ravens were the better football team, right? But they messed up a little bit. The referee screwed them over, and then they had those 2 or 3 plays that I talked about that really put them behind the 8 ball. But I would be shocked if that happens again, and I don't think the Ravens are scared of them in man-to-man in any way other than DK, so they'll do that. But even when they play zone, I think that, again, Rodgers tends to play conservative there and not hold the ball and always attack down the field, and that's where I certainly give I think the Ravens the advantage going into this game.
Mentally, how wild is it, or how much does it spark it to give a team a second life? Like the Ravens thought they were dead. They're playing the Browns. It's over, and now it's like,
I would imagine the energy in that building is through the roof. Where the Steelers are a little bit like, oh man, we didn't play good last week. Lost to the Browns. Right. So, I would think the Ravens are playing high and ready to go. They're one other thing I'll say on their pass defense, too many times where they're going to have to dictate whether they want to pressure every now and then, because I said Rodgers had time. And in the zones, like I told you, nobody is open. But what they messed up a bunch of times, so his other big completions were they dropped so back far in zone, he just threw the ball to the back or somebody underneath, and he ran 12 or 15 yards. And that's just like the middle linebackers, the nickelbacks got to be aware of that in the second time around.
Well, you will be there, as will the entire FNIA crew. It's going to be awesome, man. What an atmosphere. I can't wait.
It's going to be great. It's going to be cold as hell, I'm sure. But tune in, Football Night in America, Sunday night. We'll be there, the whole crew, for one of the games of the year, Ravens, Steelers. Who wins the AFC North? Yo. Thanks for watching, homies. We are now in the NFL season here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
Hit subscribe to get our weekly picks, game recaps, film deep dives, and much, much more.
Thanks again for watching. Subscribe, rate, review. Peace out. You know where to find us.